Welcome, my dear friends. Today I am going to explain you the concept loop structure, which is used in Visual Basic. There are three types of loop structure which we have used in Visual Basic, and loop structures are different from the iterative structures. So we will see in detail what is exactly the loop structures. Loop structures allows the user to run one or more lines of code repeatedly at a one time. When you can repeat the statement in the loop structure until the condition is true. Until the condition is false, a specific number of time, once for each element in a collection. Means in short, we can say that loop structures are used for more number of lines of code. When the more number of lines of code is checked at a one time, and if the condition is true, then user can execute a set of statement at that time. If the condition is false, the another set of statements are user can execute at a specified time. Okay, now here I am going to express you or show you how the loop structure execute. Okay, this is the code. Here the code is given. After code, you have to perform the action which you want to repeated. If the condition is true, then the next code which you want to run. If the condition is false, means if the condition is not true, then again it goes back to the previous and command and perform the action repeated until the condition is true. In Visual Basic or in any other structure programming language, there are three types of loop structure. First one is do while, second one is while wind, and third one is for next. So the syntax, the use of do while and for next is which is used in Visual Basic is same as the other programming language, but the syntax is different. So how the syntax is different, we will see later. First, we will see what is the meaning of do and while statement. In do while statement, this construction allows to test a condition at the beginning or at the end of the loop structure. Means in do while loop structure, the action is performed first and then the condition check. Opposite to the do while, in while when first condition is checked or the conditions are checked and then the number of statements are executed. And in for next, you can perform a loop of set of number of lines. It uses a loop control variable called counter. So the counter variable is used only in the for next loop structure. So let's see how it used in Visual Basic. So first we will see how the do while statement is used in Visual Basic application. The syntax for do while is do, then the statement which you want to execute in your application, then loop, then you have to write the loop keyword here before checking the while condition, then while and then condition. Here I am going to show you a simple application. Here I create one application. I have considered four label and set the caption property of that label, then two text box, and these are two combo box. Through this combo box drop down arrow, I am selecting the specific city and gender and click on the login button. Okay. So to design the application and to run such a type of the application, this is the code. Okay. If my password is correct, then the form will be open for the user. If the password is not correct, then it will not open. So for that I have declared two variable here, dim pass, dim res. Dim is used in Visual Basic to declare the variable of its dimension. Okay, here in res variable I'll store the value user do. Then I am using input box. Input box is generally used to collect the input from the user. Then loop, then while, then I'll check the condition until pass not equal to res. Here instead of using this capital R, we have to use small here. Okay, and then form 1 gets hide and form 2 will be show. Means if your password is correct, then form 2 will be show and form 1 gets hide. Like these are two text box, and for city and gender in the previous form I had shown you. I am using the combo box here. With the help of the combo box, I'll select the Delhi city and the gender female, and then click on the login. Once I click on the login button, as I have written in the code, I am using input box to collect the input. Okay, so the input box will be displayed here. I'll write the input, I'll give the input and click on the OK button. When I click on the OK button, the condition is true, the password is correct, and the form 2 will be displayed here like this. And the form 2 is shown in the project window. You can see your form is already stored in the project layout, and it will display the message welcome. Then the second type of the loop structure is while and when. The syntax of while and when is while, condition, number of statement and when. Here in while and when is slight different from do while. In do, first number of statements are executed and then the condition will check. But in while when, if first condition is checked and then the number of statements are executed, and the while statement is ended with, instead of end, it is ended with when. Okay, so while when can be nested in similar way we have done with the other loops. This statement is used to execute a series of steps when the condition evaluates to true. When you want to evaluate the condition as true, at that time we use while and when loop structure. So all the loop structures are used for performing the repeated action until our condition is not true. And if the condition is false, then the other number of statements you can execute. Now this is the same code here. I'm again using the two variable pass and res, and I'm giving the storing the input. Using the input through the input box, I'm collecting the input and again check the condition, and if form 1 is hide and form 2 will be displayed. Whatever the in form 2 I'll show. If in form 2 I want to display a message like welcome, hello friend, then that message will be displayed on form 2 if the condition is true. Then the third type of the loop structure is for and next. Here in for and next, instead of checking the condition first, for use the counter variable, and counter set the initial value and end value, that is minimum value and the maximum value, then number of the step or number of the statements which you want to execute, and then next counter. So for example, just like C++, we have initialized or use the for loop as for I is equal to 0, I is equal I less or equal to 5, I plus plus. So here I can write like counter is a variable, so I is the variable. I can write for I is equal to 1 to 10, the number of statements, and then the counter value is incremented or decremented by 1. Okay, so here I'm using, this is the code. In this example, I'll just try to add the item and remove the item from the list box. I'm going to use the list box here. Okay. And by clicking on the specific command button, I have considered two command buttons. One command button is used to add the item in the list box from the text box, and another one is just used to remove the item from the text box with the help of this for and next control structure. Okay, so this is the code for the execution of the application. Here I have entered the text. Okay, or I can enter the text here. Instead of the text box, you can write, you can take any control which you want. And these are the two command button. This is your list box control. Okay, once whatever the text I have entered here, after clicking on add in the list command button, the text is entered in the list box. I'll select the particular text from the list box control and delete from the list button. Then that item should be deleted from the list box. So how it looks? For example, here your list box control contains the item already like Visual Basic, Visual Java, Oracle, Fox Pro, Windows Office and Office. These are two command button. This is my list box control. This is my text box, and this is the another input which I want to enter in the list box control through this add in list button. Okay, so once I click, I enter the input in the text box as data structure and click on the add in list box button. See, you can see the data structure, the input which I have entered in the text box is added here. Similarly, if I want to delete some item from the list box control, you can select a specific item and delete it with by clicking on delete from the list button. And the next type of the control structure is with and end with. This is new, which is used in Visual Basic. This statement is used to execute a set of statement for an object without specifying the object name each time. Means there is no need to use the object or declare the object every time whenever you have to use it in the single application. With the help of with and with, you have declared the object only once, and then you can repeatedly use that object in your program without declaring again and again. This is the example. I am using the event as got focus, and the text one. I'll write the code for text one with the C again with object means the control or the common controls which are used in Visual Basic like text box, image control, picture control, command button or frame control, option button, checkbox, anything which you want. Then the statement which you want to execute, and it is ended with end with. With the help of this with and end with, you can declare the object only once. See in the example, here I have declared the text box 1 with the help of with end with statement with text box 1, and then with the help of the text box, I'll set the text box property as a text, then font bold, alignment, underline, font size, and font color. Here I am going to set the 6 property of one object at a one time without declaring it again and again, or without using it again and again with the help of with and control structure. I'll just declare with text 1, then dot text is equal to whatever the text which I want to display through the text box. Then I'll in the second case I'll say the font of that specific text is bold, then alignment should be 2, then whatever the text which is entered in the text box should be underlined, the size of the font should be 12, and the fore color of the font should be whatever the code which I have specified here, and it is ended with end with and end sub. And these are some previous year questions based on the loop structure. You can prepare this topic by using or by preparing these questions like explain to loop structure with example, difference between do while, write short note, and explain for next. Or you can in the exam the question may be asked like explain any two loop structure used in Visual Basic. If you like my video, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.